The night Cristiano Ronaldo and Zlatan Ibrahimović shocked the entire world globe fire. It wasn't a final. It wasn't the World Cup. There was no trophy waiting at the final whistle. But by the time the night ended, the world stood frozen. 4 goals. 2 superstars. One stage too small to contain their egos. When Cristiano Ronaldo and Zlatan Ibrahimović stepped onto the pitch in November 2013, they weren't just playing for qualification. They were playing for legacy. And what followed wasn't football. It was warfare disguised as a playoff. Chapter 1. The stakes, more than just qualification. The date, November 19, 2013. The stage, World Cup qualification playoff, second leg. The battleground, Stockholm. Sweden vs Portugal. Winner goes to the 2014 World Cup. Loser watches from home. 2 captains. 2 global icons. On one side, Ronaldo, explosive, driven, relentless. On the other, Ibrahimović, towering, charismatic, unapologetically dominant. It wasn't marketed as Ronaldo vs Sweden. It was marketed as Ronaldo vs Zlatan. Chapter 2. The first leg, the spark. The first leg in Lisbon had already set the tone. Portugal won 1-0. Ronaldo scored the decisive header, rising above defenders with trademark timing. The narrative intensified immediately. Would Zlatan respond? The second leg would decide everything. Chapter 3. Stockholm, tension in the air. Stockholm's atmosphere was electric. Sweden believed. Zlatan believed. Portugal knew they had Ronaldo, and that alone changes psychology. From kickoff, it was intense. No cautious probing. No slow build-up. Every pass carried pressure. Chapter 4. Ronaldo strikes first. In the second half, Ronaldo did what superstars do. He found space behind Sweden's defense and finished clinically. 2-0 on aggregate. Portugal in control. The cameras zoomed in. Zlatan's face remained calm, but the pressure was mounting. Chapter 5. Zlatan's response, 2 goals in 2 minutes. Then came the explosion. Ibrahimović scored from a set piece, powerful header. Minutes later, he curled in a free kick. Suddenly, it was 2-2 on aggregate. The stadium erupted. Zlatan had flipped the script. The world believed Sweden could complete the comeback. Chapter 6. The duel becomes personal. Now it was raw. Every touch by Ronaldo was met with whistles. Every movement by Zlatan was cheered like a war cry. This wasn't tactical anymore. It was pride. Chapter 7. Ronaldo's ice-cold finish. With the game on edge, Ronaldo broke through again. 1-on-1. No hesitation. Goal. Silence in Stockholm. But he wasn't done. Minutes later, another breakaway. Another clinical finish. Hat-trick. Portugal 4-2 on aggregate. World Cup secured. Chapter 8. The scoreline that echoed. Final score, second leg, Sweden 2-3 Portugal. Aggregate, 2-4. All 5 goals across both legs. Ronaldo and Zlatan. No supporting cast stealing headlines. It was a one-on-one spectacle on the biggest qualifying stage possible. Chapter 9. Why it shocked the world. Because it wasn't just about goals. It was about narrative. 2 alpha personalities colliding. Ronaldo's work ethic versus Zlatan's swagger. Precision versus power. Explosive speed versus towering presence. And neither disappointed. Chapter 10. The psychological battle. Zlatan thrived on confidence. He often spoke boldly in interviews. Ronaldo thrived on proving himself through performance. When Zlatan equalized, it felt like destiny shifting. When Ronaldo answered immediately, it felt inevitable. That psychological back and forth made the night unforgettable. Chapter 11. Legacy impact. That playoff changed perception. Ronaldo had already been elite. But this performance solidified him as a player who delivered under maximum pressure. A World Cup berth resting on his shoulders, and he produced a hat-trick away from home. Zlatan, despite losing, enhanced his legend too. 2 goals in a must-win scenario against one of the world's best. He didn't shrink. He escalated. Chapter 12. The media reaction. Headlines exploded globally. Ronaldo vs Zlatan. A duel for the ages. Hat-trick hero sends Portugal to Brazil. Even neutral fans admitted they had witnessed something rare. Chapter 13. Why this game still matters. Years later, fans still reference that night. Because it wasn't about a trophy. It was about competitive greatness in pure form. No teammates overshadowing. No tactical chess dominating narrative. Just 2 giants refusing to bow. Chapter 14. Contrasting styles. Ronaldo. Direct runs. Explosive pace. Clinical finishing. Zlatan. Physical dominance. Technical flair. Audacious confidence. Both alpha. Both leaders. Only one advanced. Chapter 15. The World Cup that followed. Portugal entered the 2014 World Cup largely because of Ronaldo's heroics. Though injuries affected his tournament performance, the qualification playoff remained one of his most defining international nights. For Zlatan, it marked the end of Sweden's World Cup hopes, and one of the greatest, what-if, scenarios of modern football. Final reflection. The night Cristiano Ronaldo and Zlatan Ibrahimović shocked the world wasn't about shock because of unpredictability. It shocked the world because two players met the moment fully. No fear. No hesitation. No excuses. Ronaldo walked away with the ticket to Brazil. Zlatan walked away with respect reinforced. Football rarely gives us one-on-one battles at the highest stakes. That night, it did. And it reminded us why we watch. Because when legends collide, the world stops. Globe Fire.